concept called your business maturity date, your BMD. And so a business should give you both more money and more time. And one of the key challenges with that is that most people are focused on making more money. They're focused on chasing dollars, and they end up building themselves a prison and feel chained to their business, overwhelmed, overstretched, wearing all the hats. It's all on their shoulders. So there's a great book by Chuck Blakeman called Building Your Business, or Making Money is Killing You. So we want to focus on building a business that does two key things. Number one, gives you more money. Number two, gives you more time. So true wealth. And that's what we focus on doing at TPB. And what we want to do is actually reverse engineer the outcome that you're aiming for. So we want to start with the end in mind. So let's have a look at what does that look like. We refer to it as your business maturity date. I'm going to walk you through exactly how you can apply this to your business and what to do. All right, so here's what we're going to do. So first, we want to start with, there's a three-step process to doing this. So the first is make a decision that you're actually going to build a business that has systems and processes, hire and train those people to run those systems, because there's a great saying, you don't grow your business. You grow your team, you hire and train your team to follow the SOPs or systems in each area, and your team grow the business. And the business spits off both more money and more time for you as the owner. That's how the cycle of business should work. So we want to reverse engineer. What's the outcome that we want? So turnover. What does success look like to you 2 to 3 years from now? What's the net profit that you want to be taking home? How many jobs do you need in order to achieve that? How many days a week do you want to be working? Do you want to take Fridays off? Do you want to be able to have, 2 to 3 to 4, 2 to 3 week holidays? What's your gross margin need to be at? And number of holidays per year. So we reverse engineer this. Here we've got the outline of what a $10 million business should look like or can look like. There's many ways to skin the cat. Here's one that will get you to 10 mil. So if we've got revenue of 10 mil, net profit, we're going to be working in ratios. So your gross margin should be anywhere from 20 to 25%, typically depending on the type of work that you do. Your overhead percentage, your overhead recovery margin, your overhead's going to be typically 8 to 12%, which leaves us with a net of between 10 to 15% after paying yourself a market rate salary for doing the operating role in your business, whether it's project management, estimating, QS, GM, etc. So here we've got turnover 10 mil, net profit 1 mil, so that's within our 10 to 15%. Number of jobs per year. So if we're doing 500K renos, then we're going to have to do 20 jobs. If we're doing $1 million custom new homes, then we're going to have to do 10 jobs. So truckload easier than trying to do $250,000 kitchens or bathrooms to get to your target, because there's just as much scheduling, pricing, estimating, working with the clients, client management, client meetings, as there is in doing a kitchen or a bathroom, as there is in doing a whole house. So we want to increase the average dollar sale. It means that we don't need as much infrastructure to get to our revenue goal. Next is our gross margin, and a minimum of 20%. Anything below that is going to be hard to make that net profit. It's going to leave very little leeway for any mistakes, overruns, cost overruns, labor overruns, materials, or not capturing variations. And then lastly, holidays during the year. So you need team in place. You need to build capacity into your business. So what does this look like? Who should you hire? So the first part in doing this, number one, make a decision that you're actually going to grow a business, not just a busy job with overheads. Number two, select a date when you want to make this become a reality by. So your business maturity date is, what does this look like in 2 to 3 years? So it's far enough out when I'm going to have achieved that. So when I'm going to be working 4 days a week, $10 million business, taking home $1 million, and have these roles in the business fulfilled. Then the next step, the last step, is to tell everyone. So we want to put this up somewhere visible, so it's visible to you, it becomes a reality, it's tangible, you see it every day. And also tell your team and get them to buy in, because no man is an island unto himself. You can't build a business all by yourself. You need to have team members on board who are going to help you build and execute the business as you're growing it, because they're the people who are going to help you build the business. Then we need a clear plan on exactly what we're going to implement, what strategies, in what order, who we're going to hire. And a great way to think about this is my last day of pricing will be, so when am I going to hire an estimator or a QS? My last day of doing office management or admin will be this particular date. So we're going to have lots of mini BMDs. So the next part is, who are we going to hire on our journey? Now, this is you can hire whoever you want, obviously, but we want to hire people from stuff that you suck at, you procrastinate on, that's low dollar, low skill, repeats and recurs first. So typically that's an office manager first, and part-time or full-time. Then a marketing manager, because marketing is the lifeblood of your business, and rather than just relying on referrals. So you can get an agency to do it part-time, you can get a part-time marketing coordinator, but you need steady deal flows so that you can pick and choose the right kind of leads. You don't take jobs at a low margin just to keep you guys busy, and you never run out of work. So if you've got 6 to 12 months of work booked out in advance at a great margin, then you can cherry pick what you're going to do, which jobs you're going to take, and build your team and improve plugging those systems before growing and scaling. Then a QS or an estimator, there's probably only 5%, 10% of our members that actually enjoy pricing and are really good at it. And there's many different things, from outsourcing it to companies like Red QS, to having a junior QS, to importing a QS from overseas and train them in your systems and processes. Then a project manager, and you can actually go with a hybrid. Quite a few of our members will have a construction manager that does both the estimating and the project management through the job, which is a fantastic way. And then lastly, a GM who looks after the day-to-day. So the biggest delineation between a GM and a owner or founder or a CEO is the GM looks after today and the owner looks after tomorrow. So they're forward-facing, big vision, big picture, house and land developments, packages, who are we hiring next, etc. So that's the progression that we can go through in building our $10 million business. So first, an office manager, free up headspace and capacity. Each of these roles needs to have a job description, a scorecard, and KPIs, and we have these for all of these roles, so that you can hire with confidence, you're lined up with your cash flow forecast, and they're going to hit the ground running. Marketing manager, you can outsource this, you can get a student, a virtual person, or an agency. An estimator or a QS to free up time. Project manager, it's going to remove site visits, client comms, free up time for you to work on rather than in the business. And lastly, copy and paste of you, a GM, or a clone of you. And with all these, you need to inspect what you expect. So if you're looking to grow, work on instead of in, we need to figure out, what are we going to stop doing? Plan our business maturity date in advance. Stick this up on the wall, put dates by it, and then get to work. So get a plan. So just to review, if you want to make more money and more time, we've got to focus on building systems, hiring people to grow those systems. You don't grow your business, you grow your team. Start with the end in mind, and then reverse engineer what needs to happen each month to make sure that we're on target, and then who we're hiring on our road to our business maturity date, our BMD. Let the team know, get them involved, get them to buy into the overall vision, how they win, and this is going to help you get to the next level, build a business that works for you rather than just having a busy job. So if you want this, you want the chart of the BMD, all you need to do is type in BMD in the comments somewhere. We'll flick that out to you, and start building out your business with who you're going to hire next. All right, that's it from me today. Go forth, prosper, and crush it.